What up, dudes? It's Gaz, and welcome back to the WARFRAME video. So today we're rolling a Riven for the dual Toxocyst. With the day this video goes up, it should be coming back as far as the INCARNON rotation tomorrow, and I'll be doing a live stream covering this all on my live stream channel, so come stop by. We're also recording this live on the stream, so if you want to come by and see when some of these videos are recorded, feel free. So we're going to have the dual Toxocyst today. I don't have the INCARNON, I'll be getting it tomorrow, and then hopefully making a video on it soon. But basically, the long and short of it is, here's the INCARNON choices I would pick when it comes out. So 100% multi-shot after casting 20 abilities, minus 50% recoil or plus reload speed, and then plus 20% additive crit chance. Base crit chance. So there is another choice where on headshot you get plus toxin damage, but a lot of people don't realize this, and also myself included, one of the INCARNONs gives you toxin damage, but there's actually a built-in passive on the Toxocyst where you get increased toxin damage just from headshots already. So as long as you get a headshot, that neurotoxin final tier evo is pretty bad actually. So what we're looking for here is we're looking for basically crit stats, multi-shot, punch through, and maybe some fire rate. This thing has 4.5 fire rate in the INCARNON mode, and also has, I think, 11% crit chance, so it would be a 31% base crit chance in the INCARNON mode before mods with the INCARNON mode activated. So pretty good there, and the way this thing works is it's just a chaining machine gun pistol, full auto. Shots will chain in nearby enemies, makes the Lato INCARNON a lot more annoying comparatively, so let's get in there and see what we can get. I've already got punch through and crit damage, which I would say is keepable, so whatever rolls we get, I'm hoping that they're good, because it has to be better than this. So with that in mind, let's get in there, and plus toxin will not be as good, because we already have that built-in toxin if we get that headshot, so I'm hoping that's going to be very nice. Okay, so we got critical damage and punch through. So we just got a literal, just better version of the Riven we already had. And I would say that that magazine size negative is actually fine here, because when you're in INCARNON mode, magazine size does not bother you. So very nice, I will take that. This is what I would call a free negative on most INCARNONs. I'd say like pretty much all of them. I'm trying to think of one where a negative magazine would really ruin it. And that weapon might be out there, but off the top of my head, I just can't really remember it. So, it might not be plus crit chance, which I would kind of like, because we will not be over 100% crit chance with the mods we have available. But yeah, so I actually forgot to do this earlier in the video. I did have some viewers on stream send me some of their Rivens, and so we got, these ones are some god rolls. So here's one from Venom OG. He's got multi-shot, punch through, crit damage, minus infested. So this is what I'd call pretty much an absolute god roll. Maybe if he had crit chance instead of multi-shot, since we already have a multi-shot INCARNON, that would be crazy. But yeah, very nice there. Got that punch through for multiple enemies hit. Each enemy hit by this in the INCARNON mode will cause additional chains. So that can be very nice if you're not going for maximum single target DPS, which, yeah, it really isn't as single target. So very nice there. And we got some from Quiet Canary, where they actually have, this is maximum DPS here pretty much, besides maybe fire rate. They've got double crit multi-shot minus ammo. And in INCARNON mode, minus ammo is a free negative again, where it does not bother you in INCARNON mode. This thing has like multiple 100 ammo in INCARNON, so very nice there. And they also have another one with fire rate double crit. So awesome stuff. Let's hope that we get something somewhat similar to that. I wanted to show how good these Rivens can be before I rolled, but wait, we're like 6 rolls in, showing you how good it can be, and here's what I have right now. So if you look at the Riven I have now, we're almost, as good as the one that Venom had, but we're missing the third stat. And with these super high Riven stats right now, before the nerf, probably when Wisp Prime comes out, yeah, the third stat is worth it right now. So what we have here is multi-shot and heat. That's 183% multi-shot and 140% heat. So not going to bother with that one right now. We have the punch through and we have the crit damage. These are both stats that will be helpful here, as we are going for a crit INCARNON in the first place. And this thing has no built-in punch through at base. Fire rate, crit damage. Not bad actually. Like, I wouldn't mind fire rate on here since it's going to have multiple 100 ammo apparently. But you have to also remember that fire rate can be obtained from other sources, such as arcanes, wisp motes. With Wisp Prime coming out, you bet there will be a lot of people playing Wisp. And wow, would you look at that, 211% multi-shot, 72% damage to Grenier, and a minus 75% puncture. This is a mostly puncture-focused weapon. That is so much multi-shot. But this would be making it very specifically against anti-Grenier, which I already have so much anti-Grenier stuff. I kind of want a more universal Riven, so I'm going to stick with the one we have. It is actually just an upgraded version of the one we had way earlier, which I called that one a keepable Riven, hilariously. So we have the same Riven that we had that was keepable, but just upgraded. As I don't really consider minus 30% magazine size anything I'm going to be worrying about. So let's see, we have, a lot of these have been pretty bad. Minus 160% crit chance, I think I saw there, so no hope for crit chance at all on that build, if you were to take that one. What do we have here? Okay, it looked good for a second. Minus recoil, minus Grenier, those are not really going to be helping our damage against... I'm looking for an all-round build here, and this is working. If I could have had some more crit chance on here, I'd be even happier. But as it stands right now, quite nice. So I started with about 100,000 Kuva. I probably should stop, to be honest. But let's keep going to see what we can get, if anything's going to be better. Okay, now this is one that's going to be a hard choice right here. So we have double crit as our choice. Double crit minus zoom at that. Or we can go back with our punch through 4.2 meters. Which I'd like to also remind you that obtaining punch through on pistols is pretty rough. It's only going to come from the Seeker mod, and I think that there might be one other, but that's pretty much it. Yeah, I think it just is Seeker. 15 drain Seeker mod to dash polarity, takes an entire mod spot. So we can go for double crit, which would give us... This would be quite nice. This would probably get us to, like, orange crits. I wish I could take both Rivens right now. If we were to look at some of the God rolls that were sent to us earlier, a triple stat with crit chance has 197, and we have 260. So we'd have more crit chance than a God roll right now, if we took this. Okay, so I think we're at like about 75 or something. This is a hard choice. Well, definitely let me know in the comment section of this video, guys, which one you would have taken here. I'm having a hard time deciding. This actually has more crit damage. So I think I'm gonna go with this one. Let's take the crit chance. You know I like red crits. This might be the hope for red crits. And hey, you know what? This is going better than most Riven rolling videos, so I can't complain. There was a hard choice. Let me know which one you would have taken. I just lost out on the punch through. I might be sad about that later, but yeah. At least it can change to the enemies that it will hit. Alright, reload speed, fire rate. That was a really hard choice, so... hopefully it was the right one. I don't have the INCARNON, so I couldn't test it out before. But yeah. A couple more here. I'm definitely looking forward to this now. I wonder how good our actual, like, numbers ended up being. I can check that on a WARFRAME later. And let's just... Okay, we got another negative zoom one. Reload speed, though, not really what we're looking to do. 66.6% reload speed. Come on, just get... So the only way it would really be better is what we have right now, but, like, throw in multi-shot, throw in fire rate, throw in punch through, and have the same negative. That would be pretty much as good as it can be. So, I think we should probably stop. Maybe leave a couple thousand Kuva left for something in the future. And that's a pretty nice one right there, actually. It wouldn't rely on the headshots as much, but yeah. The Toxin coming from the headshot passive. Punch through fire rate Toxin. Pretty nice, utility Riven. I think we'll stick with this right now. One more roll. Just the final roll here. The final roll before... yeah, and there you go. See, it's going to be a lot harder to get better than this. So I'll keep this for now. This one's also slightly nerf-proof, I guess I'd say, since it's a dual stat versus a tri-stat. And it could be worse, technically, since tri-stats are less spiky, but there's, more stats to be had there. So, last one for real this time. Oh, we have an interesting one as the last choice. We have multi-shot crit damage status chance. Now, I haven't really been talking about the status chance on this thing very much. But this has no negatives, so I actually don't think it's as hard of a choice as it might look like. If this had negative zoom, then it'd be like, okay, I'm slightly debating on it, but yeah, no negative zoom. We keep the one we have, and we call that the end of the Riven rolling session. I appreciate you guys watching the video. Let's see on the non-INCARNON how much crit chance I have. Keeping in mind we'll be getting a lot more crit chance in the future. So we went from having punch through and crit damage with negative magazine to having double crit and minus zoom. We've got 111% crit chance, or 111% status chance rather. And yeah, I think that we should be at least getting some orange crits once I get this on Sunday. And you know what I'm also going to do? I'm going to probably take off this. If I do a corrosive build, I'm thinking I'm going to go with a 90% elemental here instead of a dual stat 60-60 for overall bigger crit numbers. So I'll probably do that on stream later today. Make sure you check out the stream if you haven't already. For your support, guys, and I'll see you next time. Peace!